Here we are. Please don't make this mistake that I did. Here we are. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Now, here's the thing. I wanted to have a YouTube channel for a while. But here I ask the question. Is the hardest part the starting? This year is 2025. The day, 31st December, the time, was it 3-something-ish. I am the guy who thought I would have hundreds of YouTube channels up by now in 2025. I've planned a lot, I've thought a lot, it's so many different stories, but the truth of the matter is that I can have all the brilliant ideas in the world, but if I have not actually put anything out there, there's nothing that I can lay claim to having done. So here I am on the very last day of this year, 2025, posting my very first video. Again, I'm asking myself, what is the hardest part of starting a YouTube channel? I guess the starting, actually getting it done. Mask or no mask? What's better? Should I? Am I actually nervous? I don't think so. Am I nervous? Am I nervous? Now, where was I? So again, I ask, when it comes to a YouTube channel, is starting the hardest part? Getting the first one out there. And here I am. At the beginning of this year, I said I was going to start a YouTube channel. And today's date, here we are on the very last day of the year. As I always say, time does not lie. If you tell somebody they're going to start something, the records will always show. Why in January, when I said I'll start the channel, are we all the way in December, on the very last day, almost the last hour? We have family, maybe about how many more hours to go, about 5 hours before the year is out. But I want my YouTube video up so I can lay claim to the fact that in 2025, I started my YouTube channel. So here we are. The day I got married, one of the days I got married, to explain that, we had, the traditional marriage, we had marriage under the ordinance, signing of the marriage certificate. We didn't do everything one day, but the day of the whining and dining, my best man looked at me and said, Lumo, welcome to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. He was welcoming me into the club. That's the kind of welcoming I want to be able to have for joining the League of Extraordinary People who have started way before me, the YouTube channels. And at this immediate point in time, I would say thank you for those who blazed the trail for me to follow. And on that list includes Nana Yalavi, my accountability partner, Camille Veronica, that almost put me up to doing this video today. Patrick Nyama Masope, hey, this man, this gift to the world. And you know why? In more ways I went. And I will not leave it off the list. Papa Indu, music maestro extraordinaire. The guy who, when I say a thing, will listen, put it into practice, and make much more of anything that I could ever do. I always say that I'm the barber who doesn't cut my own hair. And here I am, I put together a group of music professionals. They all are gospel music professionals. And what we have are regular digital authority marketing. Well, I usually just say digital marketing strategy sessions. What we do is to look at how people with your talent can be found by those who are already looking for who you are. So if you want to know a bit more about that, get in touch. I'll explain. Hey, the usual. If you are enjoying what you're hearing, if you want more, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel so you can hear and watch more videos of this nature, because I intend to share quite a lot of insights into all sorts of different things. And if I say anything that you think anybody else can benefit from, please share it. Let somebody else hear what it is that is coming out of my mouth today. Yo, let me try this part again. My best man said, welcome to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. When I think about the wedding day, almost everybody wants that day to be the most perfect day on earth. Everything from the way flowers are arranged, music is being played, people are dressed up, the schedule runs. And can I even add to the list what happens behind closed doors? But if that day is the day that is the best of all other days, then what more is there to look forward to in life? What am I getting at? If the best meal you can ever have is on your wedding day, then what about all the countless years of other meals you're going to have? If they can't be better than what you had that first wedding day, then what really are you looking forward to? What I'm getting at is, one of the things that's been holding me back is wanting my first video to be perfect. My origin stories are many. At the age of around 26, I produced one of the first, arguably, sitcoms in Ghana. I have a production background. I care about picture quality. I care about so many different things that makes a video pop, makes a video work. So here I am, I struggle when I don't have the perfect lighting, the perfect sound. My cameras are not mounted on stands. But here I am. I wish I could take a picture so you see what my cameras are on today. And by the way, I'm shooting with the iPhone. Say, it's not a red camera, it's not any no fancy cameras. iPhones, that's what I'm using today. What stand? Actually, one of the, let me show you one of my stands. That is one of my stands. Yep. Because what is most important for today is to get it done. I have a friend that I love to bits, and one thing he used to like saying was, he will never get married to a lady who can't cook as good as his mother does. And I think about it, I thought, hey, that is one of the biggest insults for your mother. Because if your mother has been cooking for 20 plus more years than your wife has, and the food tastes the same, what does it say about what she's been doing with herself for those past 20 years? What am I getting at? Who am I to think that the very first day that I put together a YouTube video, it should be as good as those who have been in the game for over 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 15 years? Let those who came before, let their greatness show. Let us follow in their footsteps. Let our time come. And let us do what we can. And here we are. You ask yourself, what is the reason why anybody should start a YouTube channel? As I keep on telling people, it turns out there are lots of beautiful games being played. I use the word games just because I want to be playful. There are lots of beautiful games being played on YouTube. If for no other reason, it's a way of amassing content of your brilliance that people can binge on and get to know you better, like you better, trust you better, such that whatever it is that you're working on, whatever business you're in, whatever your area of expertise is, people beforehand can get to know who you are, tap into your head, your brilliance, and be reassured that you are the real deal. I mean, think about it. Haven't you gone online to spy on somebody before? Google the person's name just to figure out a few things about the person. It's the same sort of thing that we're talking about here, where if on the day that somebody wants to spy on you, they Google your name, the things that come up are things that show your brilliance. Wouldn't it be a beautiful day? What if the person Googles your name and there's nothing that shows up? What if the person Googles your name and there's nothing to see? So like I was saying, for the person who expects his wife to be just as good a cook as the mom, think about the number of years that your mom has been cooking. It's much the same story with YouTube. If somebody has been cooking up videos for that many more years, shouldn't there be a difference? Let there be the difference. But let us also learn the right things, what needs to get done. And then we will also be producing things of high value, high quality as time goes on. Because I know, especially if you're someone who's watched the video up until this point, I know you're a person of brilliance. I know that there's something inside you. Like I always like saying, think of the things that you can teach the version of you that existed 5 years ago. All those nuggets of wisdom. There are other people in this world who could benefit from that kind of knowledge. So put it out there and let them also benefit from who you are. So here I am, my first pancake. I wish I could say this was my first attempt at putting together a YouTube video. It is not. It's been hard. I sometimes see myself as a perfectionist. There are so many reasons I can give. I am not going to list them today. But all I'm getting at is we will continue to push ourselves harder and harder until we get the job done. And today that is what we're doing. We are getting the job done no matter what. A video is going up, the first of many to come. So thank you especially for the one who pushed me this hard, and that will be coming Veronica. This first video is dedicated to you. So I've lost count of how many attempts I've made of making my first pancake, but here we are. We will get, can I say, we will get there. We will indeed get there. So let us start ours. Let us open the queue. Let those who will be inspired by us. Sometimes it's a way of saying things that only you know how to say. That'll get somebody else to take their action. So that's one of the reasons why I'll put out the plea that whatever beautiful things that you have going on in your head, please let the world experience it. Let the world experience your brilliance, because the world, as you yourself know, will become a better place